Glen Powell has gained recognition for his versatile performances and charismatic screen presence. He has been in the industry for a while, but since 2015, he's been part of major movies like Top Gun, Set It Up, Hidden Figures, and Anyone But You. He is known for his dynamic range as an actor, his comedic timing, and his ability to tackle both dramatic and action-oriented roles. His career continues to rise as he takes on more prominent roles in Hollywood. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Glen Powell. He played lacrosse and football. Glen Powell was born on October 21, 1988, in Austin, Texas. His father, Glen Powell Sr., is an executive coach, and his mother, Cindy Powell, is a stay-at-home mom. He has two sisters, Lauren and Leslie, and is very close with his family. He attended Westwood High School, where he played lacrosse and football. His athletic background has been beneficial for his action movie roles. He told Nylon, "There is a scene where I scale an elevator shaft, sprint across a roof, and run and leap off an 11-story building. If you aren't an athlete and a little crazy, I don't know how you step into something like that." His passion for film started at a young age. When Glen Powell was 5 years old, watching Jurassic Park with his dad sparked his love for film. Fascinated by the movie, he watched it multiple times and explored the behind-the-scenes extras on the VHS tape. Using a home video camera and an old computer, he started making his own sci-fi movies with his friends. He told Austin Monthly, "I didn't know if I was going to be a writer, actor, producer, or an entertainment lawyer. I just knew that I wanted to be in the business." To support his passion, his parents enrolled him in acting classes at the Austin Musical Theater. In 2000, he was cast as the understudy for the lead role in The Music Man. This experience taught him about the dedication needed to succeed in the entertainment industry. He credits casting director Donise L. Hardy for encouraging him to audition for local commercials and films, helping him thrive as an actor. His big screen debut was in Spy Kids 3D: Game Over. Despite his recent rise to superstardom, Glen Powell has been acting for over 2 decades. He made his big screen debut at age 13 in Spy Kids 3D: Game Over. His big break came when he landed a role in Denzel Washington's The Great Debaters, leading him to leave college after his freshman year, move to Los Angeles, and pursue acting full-time. To support himself during his early days in Hollywood, he sold some of his screenplays. He told Vogue, "Not great screenplays, but decent enough ideas to not have me get evicted." Powell then decided to finish his college degree at the University of Texas by earning a bachelor's in Spanish and early American history. He wrote a letter to Sylvester Stallone that helped him land a role. Glen Powell demonstrates that determination can lead to success. After small roles in Spy Kids 3D, Game Over, The Wendell Baker Story, and Fast Food Nation, he secured a part in The Expendables 3 by writing a letter to Sylvester Stallone. The Expendables 3 featured stars like Antonio Banderas, Wesley Snipes, Harrison Ford, and Sylvester Stallone. To stand out, Powell wrote to Stallone, sharing that he grew up in Texas with a gun range, learned martial arts from his uncles, and had a knack for surviving risky situations. He told Nylon, "I had been preparing for this role my entire life. I promised Sly to go into the trenches with him if he went with me. He told me recently that my letter sealed the deal." Powell treasures his experience in The Expendables 3 as it fulfilled his childhood dreams of shooting guns and performing action scenes with legendary actors. He said, "The hardest part was not smiling." He had lunch with assistants to prepare for Set It Up. In 2018, the rom-com Set It Up became very popular. Glen Powell and Zoe Dowich play overworked assistants who try to make their demanding bosses fall in love. Unlike many modern rom-coms, Set It Up received praise for its nostalgic feel, reminiscent of early 2000s classics. To prepare for his role in Set It Up, Powell had lunch with assistants to hear their work stories and spent time at a venture capitalist firm in New York. He decided to give his character a distinctive haircut, inspired by the common Southern swoop he saw there. He originally auditioned for Rooster in Top Gun: Maverick. Glen Powell played Jake Hangman Saracen, a pompous naval aviator trained by Tom Cruise's titular pilot. Powell originally auditioned for, and failed to earn, the role of primary supporting character Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, played by Miles Teller, but stayed on the project after Tom Cruise called him personally and praised his audition. He has a pilot's license. Glen Powell underwent extensive training for Top Gun: Maverick, including underwater escape simulations and flights in F-18 aircraft to prepare for the G-forces he would experience on camera. Tom Cruise even paid for the actor to complete flight school as a Christmas present, allowing Powell to earn his pilot's license. He co-wrote and co-produced Hitman. In 2023, Glen Powell co-wrote and co-produced the movie Hitman with director Richard Linklater, fulfilling a childhood dream. Powell enjoyed writing movies growing up and was thrilled that his first produced writing credit was with Linklater. The film received a 96% score on Rotten Tomatoes, showing Powell's talent as a writer. Hitman is about a psychology professor who pretends to be a hitman for the New Orleans police. He helps a woman escape her abusive husband and falls in love with her. Powell noted that this type of movie isn't typical for him or Linklater, but their collaboration created something unique. The idea for the movie came during the pandemic when Powell read an article called Hitman in Texas Monthly. The article was about a real-life psychology professor who posed as a fake hitman for the police. One story in the article, about a woman trying to kill her husband because she was in danger, inspired Powell. He went storm chasing after filming Twisters. Glen Powell stars in the highly anticipated film Twisters, a follow-up to the 1996 movie Twister. The film follows storm chasers studying tornadoes. After filming the movie, Powell and the cast of Twisters experienced real storm chasing. At the film's premiere, Powell shared that they went storm chasing with real storm chasers and survived. He didn't specify which co-stars joined, but the main cast includes Daisy Edgar Jones, Anthony Ramos, and Brandon Perea. Powell joked about storm chasing as a new hobby, saying, "It takes a long time to travel across the world chasing storms, but maybe I'll find it. Yeah." He turned down Jurassic World. Glen Powell decided not to take a role in the new Jurassic World movie, even though the original Jurassic Park is one of his favorite films. He explained to The Hollywood Reporter, "I'm not doing that movie because I read the script and I immediately was like, my presence in this movie doesn't help it. And the script's great. The movie's going to F and kill. It's not about that. It's about choosing where you're going to make an audience happy and where you're going to make yourself happy." The new Jurassic World installment, starring Scarlett Johansson, is set for release on July 2, 2025.